What is going on, guys? This time we have Koom Valley. This is just the following match after after the Rosetta domination. Extremely well played from Elmer Fudd and my Seg. He bought him enough time to get these 10, 12, 15 Razorbacks up and just snowballed the game completely. This time we have Diznov and Tagzlo joining us. Tagzlo, he's from Russia. I know Zlo means evil in Russian, as well as Serbian, Croatian, and some other languages. But yeah, so this guy, should keep an eye on him. Could be pure evil, but we'll just see for ourselves. Addis and AR Baron gonna be going up against Tagzlo and Skag. This could be a problem for the two of them, as Skag and Tagzlo are pretty good players. I've actually never seen Tagzlo play, but I can imagine that he is pretty good. So Addis and Air Baron will have to play this extremely smart. We'll need to find an opening to try and outplay these guys before they get steamrolled on. Yeah. Anyways, Bama getting an air transport immediately. This is gonna be pretty good. This is a good strategy on this map. You can just transfer turrets, transfer T2 constructors, and so on. So if he is doing this, he should just stay T1, and the guy that is teching, that is going T2 constructors, should give the constructors to other players. Bama should not be the one tearing up to T2. Should just get a constructor for himself and give constructors to other players, or just air transport, you know. Forever should be making constructors for the other players. Elmer Fudd getting some rovers up here. Rovers are pretty fast, but they're kind of slow in this uphill slope. So Spartanius' pawn is going to deal with one of them, but there's still 3 of them left, and that pawn is just slow. These rovers are going to deal with this. Oh, got to move them. We need to get that. We need to get that constructor. He's not going to get it. He's not going to get it. He's going to have to go. You can go and check for Brown's units here. But nonetheless, pretty good rovers, pretty good scouting. Skag and Addis are pretty close to each other. I'm not sure if there is the commander update. I don't think so. Oh, that was like a centimeter away. Actually, not a centimeter, but like 10 centimeters away from Addis's commander. Skag wanted to take this trade. He trusts Tagzlo to help him recover the 4,000 metal that would have been left from these wreckages. And Skag just making like turrets next to each other. That's not the most efficient thing, as they won't be able to shoot while facing the other turret. We have these thugs. Could be trouble. Very good from Addis to repair this turret. This turret getting a lot of XP is going to shoot much faster, but that's 20 energy per shot, so we should be careful. And it's just going to go fearless. Oh, but that is a problem. Addis, get that commander out of the way. That turret getting some XP. Addis falling to 50%. Elmer Fudd actually advancing pretty strongly here. He sees Spartanius. He's 2 blips moving slowly, and losing 3 tanks to Skag. 2 metal extractors. Wait, 3.5, and this one just not getting anything. Maybe just a mistake. But Spartanius. Wait, what is going on here? Oh no, he was just constructing the second turret. Like I said, that's the thing that I was mentioning here with Skag. He was constructing a turret in front of another turret, and Spartanius was just in front of it, and the turret could not shoot because there was another turret being constructed in front of it. That is not good. Tremor going for 2 labs. Well, just cancel this one. Not investing a lot of resources in it. That is fine. Infuriate. I like this strategy. You go aggravators first. You go only like 1 or 2 grunts just to catch off the light units, the scouts that are trying to go through, and then you just go aggravators immediately, because you can push the enemy's forward position that he makes with these guard turrets. And that is actually pretty good thing to go for. Tagzlo just having so many of these thugs. He's sitting on a lot of metal, I imagine. Yeah, he lost some of this. Lost some of it here from AR Baron. That was a good push from him, but Addis has been forced back from this position. He has a radar though, but he could try and get this 3.5 metal up as soon as possible, because he should keep getting metal. And pretty good beamer from Elmer Fudd. So he has a constructor here in the front line. Should not use it. Not lose it. Since there is some artillery here. And they do have pretty good range since they're shooting from the high ground. This beamer could do well. Just needs to be healed up. Oh, that is pretty good. Skag gonna lose these solar collectors. And this beamer getting more and more HP as it levels up. So, and it's not guaranteed that these artillery will hit. That is pretty good. Pretty good from Elmer, destroying this little forward position from Skag. But that beamer is gonna go down. There's no merit to repairing it anymore. But so will these turrets from Skag, and possibly even this artillery if these, nope, they just cannot pass through from the wreckage. Elmer getting some vehicles there. Tags low, having a lot of these thugs. These thugs are just so threatening, so high HP, high damage. Pushing slowly, they could be able to micro out or just kite out the commander at us in a bad spot here. But yeah, these thugs from tags low pushed a bit too far, and they are gonna die off to these blitzes and pawns. Pawns and blitzes are pretty good against these slow moving units just because of most of their shots land. They have these little machine guns, and that is Dinde trading with Diznov. Commander trade, and Dinde actually has so many more units than Diznov. He is going to be able to secure that. Do we have Lazarus on the way? Should be making Lazarus. There we go. Making a couple Lazarus. Try and get that medal as soon as possible, but he has so many units. Diznov will not be able to take this. Even Frosty's getting some shurikens there to help secure the 4,000 medal. Check the disparity. There's actually 6,000 medal from the West team. West team is leading by 6,000 medal, and this is about to change as these commanders are getting recycled by Dinde. There's a lot of fighting here. Moz. Wait. First time I see this. Anti-air actually shooting the units on the ground. So anti-air is not... Okay, so it landed and now it's just disregarding it. Or it ran out of vision. Probably ran out of vision. Or wait, air line of sight. Well, this does not count as air line of sight. Now it does. And yep. In any case, Dinde gonna secure those both of those commanders. And it's gonna be a lot of metal. He's just sharing it with the entire team. Should have made a metal... How's it called? A metal storage. That would have been better. If he tiered up to level 2, that would have been much better. But now he's just going to be left with 60% of this. Shared so much metal to Fudd and Addis. That is fine. Elmer fighting on two fronts. I'm not sure what Tremor is doing. Not doing a lot here. Oh, okay. So Tremor losing his commander and getting it recycled by Infuriate, I imagine. That is 10,000 metal production, and who was this? Tremor, 7.2 thousand. Yep, just loses his commander, loses the entirety of his unit, and just gives out a lot of wreckages. Elmer Fudd losing a lot of units here as well. That is not good. If only Infuriate made some res bots, he would have been able to, but he has a T2 lab, so he does not care about these units, honestly. Has enough thugs. He's just gonna start making T2, which is fine as well. Elmer Fudd losing this position since Tremor lost his position. He was trying to help, but these maces will not get far. Just a couple of pawns. They're not gonna get far either. Tags low, and pretty big combat with AR Baron. Moz trying to retake this, trying to help Diznov. So many pawns for Moz. Tags low, losing quite a few of his thugs here. These Janus could be pretty good if they land their shots. But look at this Skag. 10 Shell Shockers, a couple of Whistlers. Just for good measure, you know, to put a stop to these shurikens that Frosty's had. These Whistlers are pretty ideal. Just one shot is fine. Takes care of the shuriken, but I'm not sure why Skag is moving the artillery back. We should move it forward. Like, do we have vision of this here? No, we do have a jammer, but we should push this position. There's just so many artillery here. It's uncontested. Just move here. Rain down some fire onto Addis's position. You should be very aggressive with the artillery because the enemy is in kind of a tough spot at that time. They're either forced to respond or retreat. And if they respond, they may not be in the most ideal position, in the most ideal situation. Like right now, Skag, you should move your units. Okay, that is good. But yeah, and he should move these tanks. Like, I'm not sure why they're not there in the first place. Just move them there. Attack, trade with these Rocketeers, then get the artillery and clear up these towers here. Like this is pretty easy with all these units, with all these vehicles. Just move them in, get vision. Addis is forced to go in the back. Like even if you lose some units, you get the info where the commander is, or if he is or isn't there. We just have vehicles from Air Baron. If Air Baron moves in to help Addis's position, tags low, is free to react to that. What happened? Okay, so Infuriate losing his commander to Elmer Fudd. Oh, it has a sumo here. That is not good. That is not good, to say the least. This sumo is not going to be easily killed by these. Going to do 1%, 2% damage. Sumo actually takes quite a bit of energy per shot. Oh, man. And there is more on the way. That is not good. That is not good, to say the least. Could get some of this metal. Not even half. Not even half. Maybe these constructors there, but he's probably losing more metal than he's gaining from this spot. Maybe he's just trying to not give it to the enemy. Maybe you should just try and recycle the sumo as well. That is some damage. Oh, he's gonna get a lot of metal from this, actually. A couple of these sumos, so on. I guess the mistake from Infuriate was to send them one by one. And this lane is slowing down. Elmer not paying attention to his commander, and the commander goes down. That is gonna be pretty bad. So I think Skag is gonna scramble to take a hold of this spot, or just gonna attack. Position of Addis. Addis back here with his commander. He is gonna lose this position quite fast though. Yep, Elmer Fudd forced to retreat. Has a T2 though. And these Jaguars, queuing 300 Jaguars. Check Diznov, did he cure up? He did not. He just got an aircraft plant and a stork. Not sure what for. But do we see? That's first. That's the only. Advanced fusion reactor is almost getting finished. So 14 minutes, not the greatest time, but you know, there's one at least going on. This game could be pretty slow, could drag on. We're not seeing progress from either side, pretty much. These guys are just taking it slowly. Elmer Fudd is going to push the position of Spartanius a little bit. These Jaguars kind of uncontested right now. Actually, there is some hounds from Spartanius, so Elmer has to get these units back. Quite a bit of T1 construction vehicles, but he should try and... These shurikens could actually be pretty good here, but no, there's some anti-air. Need to get these construction vehicles out of here. Addis and Air Baron are kind of losing the front line right now. Air Baron has a T2 lab, recycled his T1 lab, upgrading these advanced metal extractors as soon as he can. So that is going to help his unit production and weight. Tags low, just getting a lot of these brutes. He is going to send them through the front line. These brutes have so much HP. A T1 unit for 235 metal and 2400 energy. They have there, take a look, 2000 HP. 2000 HP for a T1 unit with 73 speed and 83 DPS, shooting every 1.2 seconds. That is actually, it actually could be a pretty big problem, but he just instantly sends them into the units of Air Baron. Not the greatest. He could find an opening here, this front line. Oh, was that good actually, or what happened there? Whose ghost was that, or was that a Twilight? Could have been Twilight, honestly. The stun from a bot is much longer. That could have been Twilight, probably. The cloakable metal extractor. Oh, we have a push from Choice. Choice making his choice, and that is to push these forward positions of Moz. A lot of these Dragon's Claws to deal with though, but Choice does have the units required, and going for that Gauss Cannon, that is pretty good, since that Gauss Cannon is very fast, can deal with units quickly, so there's no hope to micro against this Moz. Should get them a bit closer. Should send the Rocketeers first, honestly. Oh, but we have a Rickles here. Or Rickles, how would you say it? Oh, another one. Oh, there's just so many of these units here. It could destroy the... unfortunate Choice does not go for a push. It's actually just gonna go try and reclaim the hill straight up. He did not see these Dragon Claws with the repulses that he got up, so could be a bad call. Elmer getting advanced geothermal. That is pretty good. He's going to be sitting on a lot of energy. Could even opt to recycle these solar collectors. That is 3,000 metal. Actually, 3,100 metal in these 20 solar collectors. Oh wait, sorry. No, that is not. That is 4, 5, 10 solar collectors. That is 1,550 metal. These solar collectors, and getting the rest of his metal extractors up. I lost the ones on the front line here. Actually, he has quite a few. Getting another one. Very, very good economy from him, but here come the Sheldons from Infuria. Has to move this constructor. Yep, just get it out of the way. That constructor is pretty beefy though. Does not die so fast. Spartanius, threatening with some hounds, but Moz already has some of the Mausers here. Mausers pretty cheap and very good, actually. Very good range, very good damage. T2 artillery is very good for Cortex and for Armada. You should have a mix of it, obviously. Air Baron losing his commander from the Mausers of Skag. This could be trouble. Dinde losing his front line. T2 has come. He did not aggress. I mean, he could not have aggressed in either case. Moz was here to help. And just look, we have a Cerberus here. That is a pretty big problem, to say the least, on this geothermal. 3,100 metal, but it is worth it. This thing is just so strong. There's not going to be assaulting on this position anytime soon. But actually, Choice got away. Oh, that is a nuke. That is not good. Destroying 2 bases. Who got that nuke? That was Pama Bama. Very, very good nuke from Pama Bama. The frontliners not having an anti-nuke, and that is just a big problem. This could be a very strong push from western side. They see this nuke going in. The base got completely destroyed. 2 of them actually, and we see some bombers from Frosties. He could actually, yeah, he is going for that unit bombing. Not the most damage, honestly, but now we see that there's so many bombers and we don't have any fighters at all for the other team. 15 bombers from Frosties. You should go for a bombing of something. I don't know. Maybe that's Cerberus. You should bomb the Cerberus first, but I think there is anti-air here. Just a couple of anti-air, honestly. Bombing units. That is good. As long as these bombers are not getting destroyed, that is okay. That is worth it. That is a good bombing run. Spartania is going to lose this position. Oh. Yep. Completely. And that could be Infuriat losing. That is advanced. That is advanced. This could... Oh. A lot of these units dying. That was another nuke. Oh no. Elmer Fudd's base completely razed to the ground. That is the strategy. Just wait. Even if your first nuke charges, wait for the second one to be done at like 70%. And then just send over one nuke, and then the second one can follow very quickly. Elmer, out of the game, his base completely destroyed. He did not have an anti-nuke on time. I mean, how could he? He is the frontliner. He was dealing with these units quite a lot. These ambassadors are actually pretty strong. But the only players that we have in this game right now are Choice, Frosties, Revelate, and Dinde. I have Tremor, not the greatest units, and getting his anti-nuke too late. This could just be another nuke going off there. Yep. If he throws it at Tremor's base, that is just gonna be done pretty much. Skag still a lot of this artillery. We still have the Cerberus on mid. We should get an anti-nuke on mid. I mean, there's no players with nukes. In any case, we should get some stronger anti-air. And here we go. Pamabama coming with Marauders. And these guys are just stocking up on their units, west side. And they're just getting a lot of units and not pushing yet, which is fine. See where he put it. I can see it. Oh, was that on the hill? We don't have an anti-nuke coming out, so... Oh, that is for the front line. They're gonna push the front line. Oh no. Choice has a couple more units left here, but yeah, exactly, bruh. And they don't have units. Disnov should push. Disnov, Skag, you guys, you should push. Like, 2 guys have been destroyed here. Elmer Fudd's been destroyed. There's no front line for Dinde. You guys should take this chance and push. I mean, we don't have anti-air for shurikens. We soon will though. Pamabama getting these. There's an anti-nuke there. But we should just push at this time. Pamabama getting a couple of Marauders. Go scout out. This game could be over. We just need to seize the chance. A lot of these heavy units from Infuria, and Tremor will not be able to respond to this since he does not have a commander or anything suitable to dealing with this. We have a Thermite climbing up the mountain here, but this Thermite could get 2-shot by these sharpshooters. Do we have shurikens coming onto this spot here? Nope, not yet. Oh man, just look at that damage from the sharpshooter. And losing the advanced fusion reactor is Elmer Fudd trying to rebuild here, but now has no energy at all. Sitting on a lot of metal though, but I think this is just over. Oh no. It's not what we want to see. Choice is going to lose a lot of energy income here. And we see a Razorback for Pamabama. Pamabama actually a pretty good player. I haven't seen him stand out lately, but this game and even the last game was pretty strong. He was the one to respond to Elmer Fudd's. He was the one to respond to Elmer Fudd's Marauders with his own Marauders and like 15, 20 of them. Guys, not sure why we're not pushing this with all these units. Honestly, these are T1 units. They're expendable. Just push. Try to get as much value as you can from those. You're just letting them rebuild. Not sure why we're waiting so much. We have a Thor coming from Pamabama. That is very good. Huh? This guy just stepping on Dragon's Teeth onto fortifications, losing a lot of HP. Not the most ideal thing. We need to stop letting the enemy. We need to stop letting the enemy rebuild and get more units up. We should attack when the enemy is weak, when the enemy has been nuked, but I'm not sure that he can stun this. Maybe he's not even going in for the stun, he's just going for Karganeth. Okay, he has tier 3, that is good. He's gonna assault this hill with Karganeth forever and Infuriate. And once Tremor loses this, Frosty's gonna be in big trouble. These Karganeth are gonna die once they climb this. I mean, not if all these guys. Oh, we do see this from Spartanius. Just look, these Karganeth just dying off. This though, yeah, sniper is pretty OP for a T2 unit, just deleting these T3 units. There we go. We see Karganeths. We should use this ghost for this anti-nuke. Resignation vote started, and yep, this should go through. They do not stand a chance. Vote failed? What? Guys, come on. Oh, Elmer leaving. He even has a tracer though, and he didn't notice this ghost. That is pretty much over. 2 players leaving, Elmer and another player. That was away or AR Baron, I think. That was him, yeah. That is it, pretty much. We can do another resign vote, or you guys can just resign. 4 players leaving. Tremor, do you smoke weed? I should have let South die. Yep, that is right, Elmer. That could have been a correct choice. Shouldn't have invested your units there and lose mid. But I mean, yeah, it was a coin flip in either case. In either case, it was a pretty hard coin flip. Yeah, but that is pretty much done. Should see more forfeits. Not sure why not. Hate when people just delay the game. Out of the vanguards though, but nothing they can do, honestly. They're just tower defensing. Just get the commander. Yep, that commander's out. Some ticks, but these ticks are just gonna die off quite fast against these Karganeth. There we go. And the forfeit comes through. Finally. Game was a bit longer than I expected, but well played to the western side. Pretty unfortunate that Tremor lost this position and Elmer had to step in to help him. Uh, maybe a bad choice by Elmer. Maybe he should have just stuck to his side and let Tremor like just get defensive and help like I don't know, just defend. I'm not sure, but yeah. In any case, it was an okay game. Well played to both sides, and thank you for watching, guys. And I'll see you in the next one.